Try to think of one scene you were happy and one scene you didn't have enough time, and if you had more, you think you would have done better.
Alessandro didn't necessarily need to give us notes on like the character and what we wanted. It was just blocking, and then once everything worked mechanically and we got the beats, we moved on because we just had so little time. And I think for me, I always want to do it again and try again, especially like certain scenes where Sonia's woken up or like she's shocked, because that's just something that is difficult to make really seem really natural.
There's not one or two in particular that I can think of. I just felt that sometimes there were some scenes that we moved on and I go, I was just kind of warming up to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm warming up to this. You think, if I'd had a bit of more of a run up, we wouldn't know, where it would go to. I think just the logistics of time with independent film, you're always against the clock. But if you know you've got it, haven't you? So
yeah, that's the big difference with the theatre, when you can constantly work on your character and develop, and in the film, and especially with a low budget film when time is money, you have 1-2 takes and that's it. We're moving on, and what you've done will be in the film. Yeah,
and it's about just trusting that Alessandro knows what he wants and he knows what we can do, and if he's got it, he's got it. But I feel like as an actor, you always just want more time.
You're absolutely right as well. You think, I'm coming from a perspective as well, because I make films, is that sometimes you know that you've got the right take. You know you've got it, and I think sometimes you think, if I push this actor a bit too much, it's going to affect the rest of the day.
If I can be brutally honest with you, I would love to have been able to show a little bit more about what her stakes were. I'd love to be able to, I know we had that hint, but I would love to have been able to give the audience an opportunity possibly to have some sense of empathy for my character. And I'm not sure if they will, because I don't think that was the emphasis of the film, and it's not my film. It's Sonia's story and her family's story, and so I think Emily, as an actor, I would love to have had maybe another scene or something, or a scene on my own where I have a chance to reveal more of my life, or we have a chance to understand a bit more about Blake's motivations.
I think the only scene which I would have liked to have actually tried and actually filmed, but it was just my voice, was the scene, when I'm shouting up at the window when I'm drunk. Because that was probably the point in the film where I was the drunkest. So, for want of a better word, probably annihilated at that point. So I'd come home really drunk. I would have liked, and I think we planned to do this in rehearsals when I was talking with the director, we planned to actually film that from the window and maybe coming outside. But we ran out of time to do that. I would have liked to have tried that, and just to see how that would have gone and how that would have looked. But you can't have everything.
That's a hard question, because as an actor, you shouldn't be watching yourself as you're doing it. You should be in it. And the moment you start watching yourself or standing outside of yourself and watching yourself is kind of a no-no for an actor, because we should just enter into it. And the rest is done by everybody else. It's done by the camera. It's done by the hair and makeup. We shouldn't have to worry about anything except entering into the performance.